Oh, hey guys, it's Yin Yang Fan here, and welcome back to Marble Elimination Season 9. Last time, Sky got eliminated, Yin Yang rejoined the game, we did the Blow Up Shaky Tower challenge, the Dark Blackouts won, and the Bright Shiners are up for elimination. Now let's go to the Elimination Center. Okay, Bright Shiners, let's get to the immunity votes. Light blue, maroon, fully transparent orange, and navy got no votes. White, strawberry, Mars, orange, and cherry got 1 vote. Purple and lemon got 2 votes. And red wins immunity with 5 votes. Now let's get to the elimination votes. Cyan, Dusk, and Yin Yang have immunity, so they're safe. White, strawberry, purple, Mars, maroon, and orange are all safe with 1 vote. Light blue and cherry are both safe with 1 vote. Red and navy are both safe with 2 votes. Fully transparent orange is safe with 3 votes, and lemon is eliminated with 5 votes. Time to throw lemon into the container of doom. Okay, contestants, your next challenge is Monopoly! So, you know how to play Monopoly, right? Well, if you don't, I'll tell you. So, each player, or in this case, team, starts with £1,500. So each team will roll these 2 dice, and they'll move the number of spaces that's on the 2 dice. So they land on properties, and yeah, you get the idea. And by the way, the dark blackouts are the ship, and the bright shiners are the car. So, let's get started. So, I'm gonna roll the dice, and whoever gets the highest number will go first. Okay, so the dark blackouts got a 6. Now the bright shiners will roll. And I got 10, so I guess that means the bright shiners will be going first. 6. Okay, so they got one of the light blues. Okay, now it's the dark blackout's turn. 9. Pentonville Road. Okay, now it's the bright shiner's turn. 7. Whitehall. Okay, now it's the dark blackout's turn. Oops. 2. Pall Mall. And by the way, if a team gets a double, they get to go again. But if they get 3 doubles, then they have to go directly to jail. 7. Marlborough Street. Now let's do the right shiners. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fleet Street. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 4. Okay, now it's the dark blackout's turn. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trafalgar Square. Okay, now it's the bright shiner's turn. 10. Park Lane. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 7. Oh, income tax. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. Oh, and by the way, Park Lane and Mayfair are the most expensive ones. Okay, so the Dark Blackout's got Piccadilly. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 11. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 11. And they like landed right on the go, so they get £200 as a salary. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 9. And they got Trafalgar Square. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have it. That means they have to pay £20 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 5. King's Cross Station. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 9. And they got the community chest. Okay, so the Bright Shiners are going to roll these 3 dice. And this is a list of numbers. So let's roll them. Let's see, we've got 6, 8, 9, which is hospital fees. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. The electric company. Also, if one utility is owned, then the rent is 4 times the amount shown on the dice. But if both utilities are owned, then the rent is 10 times the amount shown on the dice. Anyways, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. Oh. 8. Old Kent Road. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 2. Northumberland Avenue. Oh! And the Bright Shiners have the last pink they need to get a pink set. And by the way, since they got a double, they get to go again. 8. Chance. Okay. 4, 8, 9, which is advance to go. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 11. The electric company. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that, which means they have to pay £44 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. Chance. Okay, 3, 6, 7, which is advance to the nearest utility. If unowned, you may buy it from the bank. If owned, throw dice and pay owner 10 times the amount thrown. Oh wait, the Dark Blackouts already have that. So now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 8. Free parking. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. Vine Street. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 12. Oxford Street. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 7. Mayfair! Oh no, they don't have enough! Okay, so the Bright Shiners decided to auction it, and the Dark Blackouts had decided to withdraw. So, the bid was £172, which was enough for the Bright Shiners to get Mayfair. Anyways, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. Leicester Square. Yeah, the Dark Blackouts didn't even have enough money to get Leicester Square, so they decided to auction it. Bright Shiners gave up, and the Dark Blackouts got up with a bid of £179. So, yeah. Now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 7. Okay, so, don't even know what it is, but I have it. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. Community chest. Okay. 6, 10, 12, which is... It is a birthday! Collect £10 from every player! Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 7. White Hall. They have it. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 8. Old Kent Road. Oh my goodness! It looks like the Bright Shiners have that. So, they have to pay £2 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. Vine Street. Oh my goodness. The Dark Blackouts have that. So, they have to pay £16 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 6. Chance. Okay. 4, 7, 10, which is... Bank pays you the turn of £50. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 10. Piccadilly. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that. So that means they have to pay £24 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 5. Electric Company. Looks like they have it. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 10. Mayfair. And they have it. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 6. King's Cross Station. Oh! And the Dark Blackouts have that. So that means they have to pay £25 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 11. Fleet Street. But it looks like the Bright Shiners have that. Which means that they have to pay £18 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 11. Bow Street. And it looks like they have enough to get it. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 4. Convert sheet. Street, actually. And it looks like the Bright Shiners have that, which means that they have to pay £22 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 10. Leicester Square. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £22 to the Dark Blackouts. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 10. Chance. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, which is... advance to the nearest utility. Alright, let's see. The nearest utility is the electric company. However, the Dark Blackouts have that, so they have to roll these 2 dice and pay 10 times the amount on the dice. And they've got 10, which means that they have to pay £100 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 6. Community chest. Okay. 5, 10, 16. Your assessor street repairs pay £40 per house and £115 per hotel you own. But they don't even have any. 10 turns later. Okay, so the Dark Blackouts are on only £2 and the Bright Shiners have £302. Okay, so now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. Chance. Okay, so it's 11, which is make general repairs on all your property for each house, pay £25 for each hotel, pay £100. They don't have any. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 3. And that's... I don't know what station that is, though. But they have enough to get it. Whoa! And that means each team has 2 stations each. So, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 3. And the Dark Blackouts get £200 salary. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. Regent Street. Do they have enough to get it? No, they don't. Okay, so they decide to auction for Regent Street and the Bright Shiners withdrew, so I guess the Dark Blackouts have Regent Street then. Anyways, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 11! Oop. Paul Mall. They have that. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 3. Bond Street. Great, they don't have enough. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 6. Community chest. Okay, so it's 13, which means you inherit £100. And now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 5. Mayfair, they have that. And now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 9. Leicester Square. They have it. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. King's Cross Station. Wait! The Dark Blackouts have that, which means they have to pay £50 to the Dark Blackouts. And since they got a double, they get to go again. Oops. 9. Northumberland Avenue. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £12 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 4. And now they have to go to jail. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 12. Leicester Square. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that. So that means they have to pay £22 to the Dark Blackouts. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 5. Regent Street. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £26 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, so the Dark Blackouts have decided to pay £50, so now they are out of jail. So now they get to roll. 9. Vine Street. And they have it. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Park Lane. They have that. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 6. And Street Station, I don't even know what it is. But the Bright Shiners have that, so they have to pay £50 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 12. Pentonville Road. But it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £8 to the Dark Blackouts. And since they got a double, they get to go again. 8. Community Chest. 7, which is school fees. Okay, so the Bright Shiners decided to put a house on Mayfair. Anyways, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 7. Oxford Street. And the Bright Shiners have that, which means that they have to pay £26 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 11. Waterworks. And it looks like the Dark Blackouts have that. And since the Dark Blackouts own both the utilities, that means they have to pay £110 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 5. Oh, and they landed on Park Lane, which means that they have to pay £70 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 8. Chance. Okay, 4, 8, 13, which is Advance to Paul Mall. If you pass go, collect £200. Well, they better go there then. And they did pass go, so that means they do get £200. However, the Dark Blackouts have Paul Mall, which means that they have to pay £10 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 4. And they landed on Old Kent Road. And since the Bright Shiners have a full brown set, that means the Dark Blackouts have to pay £4 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 7. Marlborough Street. And the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £14 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, so the Bright Shiners have decided to place a house on Park Lane. So, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 8. Pentonville Road. And they have it. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 10. Waterworks. And since the Dark Blackouts have that, they have to pay £100 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 6. Melbourne Station. Since the Bright Shiners have that, they have to pay £50 to the Bright Shiners. And since they go a double, they get to go again. 11. Leicester Square. And they have it. 16 turns later. Okay, so the Dark Blackouts have £183 and the Bright Shiners have £89. So now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. And they got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Old Kent Road, they have it. And now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 8. Income tax. Great. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 11. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. Paul Mall, but the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £10 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 3. Chance. Okay, 2, 5, 11, which is make general repairs. Seriously, they don't even have any houses on there. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 5. Bow Street. And they have it. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 12. Vine Street. They have it. And since they go a double, they get to go again. 9. Waterworks. I think they have it, do they? And now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 8. Trafalgar Square. Except the Dark Blackouts have that. Which means that they have to pay £20 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 4. Oxford Street. And the Bright Shiners have that, which means that they have to pay £26 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 4. And it's the Waterworks. But the Dark Blackouts have both utilities, which means that the Bright Shiners have to pay £40 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Black House turn. 4. Chance. Okay, so it's 8, which is go directly to jail. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 10. Super tax. Okay, so the Dark Blackouts have decided to pay £50, so now they're out of jail. So now they can run. 2. Electric Company, and they have it. Since they got double, they get to go again. 9. Strand! Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. Pentonville Road. But the Dark Blackouts have that. Which means that they have to pay £8 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. Okay, 10. Regent Street. And they have it. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 5. Northumberland Avenue. But the Dark Blackouts have it, which means that they have to pay £12 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 5. Chance. Okay, so it's 8, which is go directly to jail. Okay, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 9. Fleet Street, and they have it. Okay, so the Dark Blackouts decide to roll, and they got a double, so now they're out of jail. But they do not get a bonus turn. So, now it's the Bright Shiner's turn. 8. Regent Street. But the Dark Blackouts have that, so they have to pay £26 to the Dark Blackouts. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 5. Maryborough Station. Okay, so the Bright Shiners have that, meaning that they have to pay £50 to the Bright Shiners. Okay, so now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 11. Community chest. Okay, so the Bright Shiners have decided to put a house on Whitechapel Road and Old Kent Road, and they also decided to put another house on Park Lane. So now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 5. Free parking. And now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. 6. Euston Road. And they have it. Okay, now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 8. Waterworks. And they have it. And now it's the Bright Shiners' turn. Bow Street. And they have it. And now it's the Dark Blackouts' turn. 9. Park Lane, and the Bright Shiners have that. Let's see what it is for 2 houses. £500! So it looks like the Dark Blackouts can't pay the rent. Unless they mortgage something. Okay, so they decide to mortgage Pentonville Road, Leicester Square, Marlborough Street, the Electric Company, the Waterworks, and King's Cross Station. Okay, so the Bright Shiners decided to put another house on Whitechapel Road and Old Kent Road, and they decided to put 2 more houses on Mayfair. Anyways, now it's their turn. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trafalgar Square. And the Dark Blackouts have that, which means that they have to pay £20 to the Dark Blackouts. What? It's frozen! Oh my goodness, why? Okay, now it's the Dark Blackout's turn. 4. And it looks like the Bright Shiners have Old Kent Road. So since you put 2 houses on Old Kent Road, they have to pay £30 to the Bright Shiners.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so the Dark Blackouts have gone bankrupt, so that means the Bright Shiners win, and the Dark Blackouts are up for elimination. So vote for Black, Crimson, Bluebell, Raspberry, Chocolate, Apple, Crystal, Lavender, Blue, Fully Transparent Brown, Metal, Fully Transparent Red, Dark Red, or Teal to be eliminated and to win immunity. Also, this is a double elimination, so the 2 contestants with the most votes will be eliminated. However, you can only vote for 1 contestant. Anyways, voting ends on July 9th.